We're at Walmart right now. We're gonna be doing the $50 Walmart ice fishing challenge. So here's the rules. I have to have a fishing pole, hooks, bait, and something to chop through the ice for the hole. And that's it for $50. So what I'm looking for is like a kit. I need like some sort of ice fishing kit. Wait, I was gonna say this, but that's a whole hole. Here's this for $20. It's an expandable one. $9. That's not an ice fishing rod. There's this Hot Wheel one for $21. I'm thinking about this ugly stick one. That's only $15, $16. I think I'm gonna go with this one. All right, so I got my ice fishing pole. So now I'm just gonna look for a kit with like hooks and bobbers and bait and stuff, kind of like that. So we have these down here. They're $12 with bobbers and hooks. I think there's bait in them too. Okay. Brett's gonna buy something. He is doing the $50 challenge.
I'm doing the $20 challenge.
Okay,
$25 challenge.
Alright.
I'll do the $20 challenge.
Are you buying that?
Huh?
Alright, so I'm getting this kit and the pole. I'm at $29 so far. Alright, so I got my pole and hooks. Now I'm just need some bait. Let's see what we got in here. I'm gonna get some wax worms for $3. And I'll buy some of these red worms for $3.50. I'm at $35. I need something to cut a hole in the ice. I want this hatchet right here, but it's $17. I only have $15 left to spend. So I think I'm gonna put one of these worms back so I have enough money for the hatchet. Which one should I keep? Wax worms or red worms? I think the wax worms are cheaper. All right, I'm putting these red worms back. And
use my red worms if I can use your wax worms.
Deal. All right, I'm taking this and putting these back. All right, we made it. We're gonna do a product review of the things I bought for ice fishing.
This is horrible lighting.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me see it. All right, so this is the reel I bought. The ugly stick. Pretty good flex right there. Next, this hatchet. Oh my gosh, it's actually sharp.
Try shaping your arm.
There's a big burr on it. All right, we got the wax worms and this fishing kit. We got some of these grubs right here. Hooks, sinkers.
How much did that cost?
It was like $13. Some of these things, yeah, that was not worth 13 bucks. Whatever. All right, let's start fishing. I'm done. Alright, so I know nothing about ice fishing at all. This is my first time ever ice fishing, so here's what I'm gonna do. So there's my wax worm right here. I'm just going to drop it down to the bottom and then raise it up probably a foot and then just kind of do this with it, see if something bites. Alright, we've been here fishing for 20 minutes probably. No bites yet. I'm the only one who's actually ice fishing. Brett's just sitting there eating candy. Are you gonna fish or not?
Yeah.
When? It's like prime time right now.
Jake's not looking.
If I catch a fish, you can use all my holes.
Wade's got one over there, just sitting there. Probably won't catch anything. I probably won't catch anything either. Alright, well they're leaving. We were here for probably an hour, no bites or anything. I'm not gonna give up yet though. I'm gonna leave this pond and go to a different pond. It's a lot smaller than this one and I know it's gonna be a lot easier to fish that pond because the pond's so much smaller and the fish are gonna be in, you know, a smaller area. So it's gonna be easier to find the fish. So hopefully we'll get something there. Alright, so it's the next day. We're at that smaller pond I was talking about yesterday. It's just past 4 o'clock, so hopefully the fish will be biting. Get my wax worm down there. I'm putting a bobber on this time. Hopefully that'll help. So I set up my ground blind right here. I haven't even had this ground blind for a year and that's what it looks like. Poles hanging in and everything. I put these big rocks on the sides so my blind doesn't blow away, hopefully. I don't even know how deep it is right here. I think it's about 7 foot deep, I'm guessing. Pretty fun stuff. Alright, so I ended up moving about 30 feet over from where I last was. Still never had a bite yet. I decided to change my bait a little bit, so I put this little grub looking thing on there with the wax worm on the end of the hook right there. I'm thinking it might be the wax worms that are making me not catch fish because they're dead. All of them died because I put them in the fridge and I guess it was too cold for them and they all died. So hopefully this little grub thing will attract the fish from further away because they'll see it better because it's brightly colored like that. Without the bobber, I'm just gonna like jiggle it around like this. Not really sure how far to keep it off the bottom. I'm guessing like a foot. Alright guys, I was trying that technique out for probably about a minute and I had a bite. I had a bluegill or something on it. It took the waxworm off, so finally getting something happening. So we know there's fish down here. Put another waxworm on. I think this hook's a little big. It was the one that was in that kit. I looked at it and I was like, man, it's gonna have to be a pretty good sized bluegill to be able to get caught with this hook. There's a lot of small bluegills in this pond, so that could be just a small bluegill that picked the waxworm off. We'll see if he bites, comes back again. He was on there for a second. I felt the rod tip go down. Drop it back down there, see if he comes back. Maybe there's a little school of them down there. Oh, there he is. I just got a bite. He pulled it away. He might have just took the waxworm again. I'm just gonna reel it up because I think he did. So the waxworm's still there. Let's drop it back down there again. We gotta get a fish. Come on. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I got one. I got one. I got one. Oh, I got a fish. I got a fish. Oh my gosh. What is that? Oh, it's a perch. It's a perch. There's only like 10 perch in this whole pond. And I got a perch. Yes, let's go. Finally, a fish. Ow, goodness. First ice fish ever. Man, I don't know if I want to eat this one. We're doing a catch and cook in this video. I don't know. Because I put these perch in here like 1 or 2 years ago. And there's only a few in here and I wanted them to repopulate. I'll put this on a stringer. If we catch a bluegill, we'll throw this one back. And if we don't catch a bluegill, we'll just eat this one. So I'm gonna get this guy on the stringer real quick and we'll keep ice fishing. Oh, got a bite. Darn it. Stole my waxworm. See if he comes back. Oh, got a bite. Got a bite, got a bite. Yes, we got it. Yay, we got a bluegill. Let's go. Did you see how fast he came out of the water? That's because these fish are like not deep in the water at all. I thought they'd be like right on the bottom because it's so cold. They're only like 3 feet under the ice. It's a good eater bluegill too, not too big. If he was a really big bluegill, I'd feel kind of bad eating him because I like feeding the bluegill here and making them huge, but this is a good sized bluegill. We'll throw him in the bucket with the perch. Here he goes. And now we can let this perch go so they can reproduce more. There we go. Alright, let's let this perch go back down to the bottom. Here he goes. It's gotta be this little grub I put on here. That's why they're biting, I bet. I don't think they could see the little waxworm, maybe. That's what I'm guessing. We'll see if we can get one more fish and then we'll call it a night and then do the catch and cook. Alright, so here's the bluegill right here I caught. I'm gonna do a pretty simple recipe. So I got some olive oil right here. I'm just gonna put some of that on so it doesn't burn. And got some Old Bay seasoning. Let's put a little bit of that on. Hold it up. And throw it in the coals. Alright, I think it's done. It's probably burned actually. Gosh. The tail got burnt off. Oh yeah, perfect. Alright, I'm gonna try this little piece. Yeah, I got burnt. It's pretty good though. Now I need to end the video.
With?
Subscribe.